All right, let's look at the homework practice exam 2, problem number 6. All right, so we want to find all relative extrema of this given function. All right, so let's do that. All right, first we need to find critical numbers. So we take the derivative. So f prime of x is equal to, all right, so derivative of x cubed is 3x squared. And the derivative of negative 5x squared would be negative 10x. And the derivative of 7x is 7. Right? So I'm going to factor this out. So this is going to be, right, so we need to create 3x squared. So I'm going to put the 3x here and the x there. Right? Then the product has to be 7, so it's probably 1 and 7. But we have to create negative 10, so I will probably do negative 7 here, and also negative 1 there, right? Negative 7 times negative 1 gives you positive 7. 3 times negative 1 plus negative 7 plus 1 is going to give you negative 10. So this would work. So we set this guy equal to 0 so that we can find critical numbers. All right, so critical numbers are, so if you set this second factor equal to 0, so 1, and the other one is 7 over 3, right? Set this equal to 0, so you have a 7 over 3, right? So since we want to do a second derivative test, we need the second derivative. So second derivative, f double prime of x is equal to, right, derivative of that is going to be 6x minus derivative of 10x is 10, and derivative of 7 is 0. All right. Then we're going to just plug in the critical numbers. So f double prime of 1 is going to be 6 times 1 minus 10 is negative 4, which is negative. All right. So we know that we have a concave down shape. So you have you have a mental picture of this, and the critical number is right there. So we're talking about the relative maximum, right? So this means that f of 1 is going to be a local maximum. So if you evaluate that, so you're going to have 1 minus 5 plus 7. Right? So this is going to be equal to negative 4, so positive 3. Right? So this is going to be relative maximum. Right? And if you look at the other critical number, f double prime of 7/3. Right? So 7/3. And this is going to be equal to, all right, so if you plug in 7/3, 6 times 7/3 would be, let's see, 3 cancel out. So it's going to be 14 minus 10. So this is going to be 4. All right, so we plug that in, and we know that this is positive. So we know that we have a concave upward shape. So we have that, and the critical number is right at the bottom. So we know that this is going to be a relative minimum. So f of 7 over 3. Right, then we just have to plug it into, so it's going to be 7 over 3 cubed minus 5 times 7 over 3 squared plus 7 times 7 over 3. Right? So let's see, what do we get here? So it's a 7 cubed, 3 cubed is going to be 27. All right, 7 cubed is what? The 7 times 7 is 49. And the times 7. All right. All right, so 7 times 9 is 63. So 63. And 4 times 7 is 28, so it's going to be 343, right? So we have a 343, right? Minus, right? 3 squared is 9, right? So it's a 7 times 7 is 49, and you're multiplying by 5, right? So 5 times 9 is 45. And 4 times 5 is 20, so 245, right? So we have a 245 here, right? Plus 7 times 7 is 49 over 3, right? Then we just need to take the common denominator. So I'm going to take the common denominator, 27. Right, so you have 343, right? So in order to go from 9 to 27, you have to multiply by 3. So we have 245 times 3. So that's going to be, let's see, 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 4 is 12. So 12, so it's going to be 13. And 3 times 2 is 6, so 735. So minus 735 and plus. Alright, so in order to go from 3 to 27, we have to multiply by 9. So we're going to have to multiply 49 times 9. So 9 times 9 is 81. And 4 times 9 is 36. So it's going to be 44. So 441. So 441. Alright, so let's see. So you 441 plus 343. So 343 is going to be 487. And then you are subtracting 735. Alright, so this is going to give you 9. 7 minus 3 is 4. So 49. So this is going to give you 49 over 27. Alright, so this is going to be a relative minimum. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.